I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I coach people and organizations to be more effective. That can be in your job search, it can be in your career, it can be in your leadership. I want you to imagine a situation where your firm has been acquired. The acquiring firm and yours have wonderful synergies between them. Everyone in the acquired firm has been promised that they would be run independently. Everyone is happy at being associated with this new organization. Now, let's fast forward a little bit. And a lot of the synergies are being implemented, but there's also some grumbling that occurs. And one person gets promoted that seems as though all they've done is suck up to the people in the acquiring firm. Salespeople in the organization. Well, the acquiring firm is being able to is getting their salespeople trained in how to sell the acquired firm's products, but not the other way around. And I'll just simply say there's lots of little things that show up like this in an acquisition. Generally not in the first 6 months, but little things can leak out over the course of the 6 to 12-month mark. So what can you as an employee of a firm that has been acquired do? Number one is find an accurate information source. After all, your manager may be so far removed from the information pipeline as to be completely useless to you. Remember that if they say something to you, you need to respond by saying, how do you know every time you're told something that's basically designed to give you a placebo? Your job is safe. How do you know? Oh, you're doing great work. That doesn't tell you anything. After all, decisions are made 4 levels up from them. How do they know your job is safe? Pay attention to changes in the organization for their impact on you, your department, your organization. Like the example I gave before, if you're a salesperson and the acquiring firm is being trained in your product, and you as a salesperson not being trained in theirs, there's a message in that. Your job is going to be history fairly soon. There are other instances like that. Every time you hear the phrase economies of scale, or we have obvious synergies between our 2 organizations, that's an indication that they believe that if they eliminate some people, they can save some money that justifies making the deal. Firms rarely complete acquisitions and let their new divisions operate independently forever. Eventually, they get folded in. So don't be surprised. Just keep an eye out for changes that may have an impact on you, your department, your group, your business unit. Number 3, work with the assumption that your job may be at risk. Rather than get comfortable, think in terms of networking now, not in terms of when suddenly there's helter-skelter going on and everyone knows that their job is at risk. Be proactive. You may think your job is important, but I'm going to tell you point blank that you may be a non-entity to the purchaser. Few employees are anything other than a badge number to the buyer. They see your salary as a cost saving, and your work is easily transferable to an existing employee or 2. They're just going to push to save money. Don't think you're indispensable to the acquiring firm. Number 4, as I mentioned earlier, stay connected with your network. After all, your network has the opportunity to introduce you to new opportunities, and you don't have to leave right away, but they know something about you. They can provide you with recommendations and testimonials. Stay in touch with them. I also want to encourage you to do a great job for however long you remain. As I've said many times, keep your head down when power struggles occur. Don't take sides. There are going to be power struggles, and the death match between the leadership team is only going to lead one winner, and the likelihood is you can be collateral damage. Do your job. Don't get involved with stuff that becomes a distraction. Next, if you're a manager or a leader of a team, Keep everyone updated. For real, not placebo stuff. Keep them updated. If you don't know the truth, don't lie to them. Just care about them enough that you tell them the truth. And lastly, I always want to encourage people, think in terms of capital conservation for yourself. Start saving money now, because if you are cut back on, I can assure you that your severance is not going to be as gracious as it was prior to the acquisition. The result winds up being that your financial risk, your family's at financial risk. What can you cut back on? Do you have to buy that pair of sneakers, or could you tough it out a little bit longer? Does it have to be dinner out 5 nights a week? Could it be 3? And just bank the difference. I don't care what it is. Figure out places where you can save money. Do you need every cord cutting option available to humanity? Isn't Netflix and Amazon Prime enough? Okay, you need Roku, fine. Do you need everything else that you're paying for? Figure out what you need and what you want and what the difference is, and start paying attention to that, and put money in the bank so that you have the ability to ride out a hurricane if one should occur. As I've said 1,000 times, you are the chairman or chairwoman of the board of your own corporate entity, with your husband, wife, or partner being part of the board. And ultimately, you have to do what's right for you and your organization. As such, you have to make tough decisions proactively, or be at risk for the impact of avoiding those decisions. Having been through so many serious recessions in the course of my career in search, I will tell you point blank, so many people get hurt because they prefer to avoid the warning signals, and it's costly. Don't make that mistake. Start saving money, keep your head down and do a great job. Don't kid yourself about your job security. Get out there and network. You will be in much better shape than other people. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. And if you're interested in my coaching you, helping you with your job search, reach out to me and connect through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw the video, because I like knowing I'm helping people. And particularly if you're outside of the U.S., I need you to do that, because otherwise I don't accept the connection requests, because I'm too close to the 30,000 person limit that LinkedIn has created. Also want to say, if you have a couple of questions, I'm happy to answer them. I'm not going to do it through YouTube. I'm not going to do it through LinkedIn. You have to contact me through either prestoexperts.com or through the Magnify app, which is iOS only. And we can have a video chat there. On Presto Experts, it's a phone call. Hope you have a great day. Take care.